Good morning, my name is Sergeant Larrea. We're going to be going over the use of visual signaling. Alright, our safety brief. The risk is low. We are in Egypt and it is very hot, so make sure you continue to drink lots of water. We are in the virtual environment, so there is a lot of wires, so be careful with the slips, trips, and falls. In the event of an active shooter, as Mad Dogs, we will engage and destroy that threat, and we will call up for a class leader to give her accountability. Task conditions and standard. Our task is to coordinate with an adjacent platoon. Conditions: given a platoon-size element with two adjacent platoon-size elements. Standards: coordinate with the adjacent platoon-size element for an offensive and defensive operations. Ensure mutually supporting positions, fire, and signals. Alright, the class overview. Hand signals are crucial because they can help assist in the element of surprise in a tactical environment. The use of nonverbal communications in order to make commands. During this block of instructions, you will learn how to effectively use hand signals in the tactical environment. Again, these are important because if we're trying to move on an element, enemy element, we need to make sure that they don't know where we are so we can engage them with the element of surprise. So that's very important. Alright, our first one that we're going to be talking about is linear danger. Sergeant Brian, would you mind reading over this slide for me?
Yeah, of course. A danger area is any place on a unit's route where the leader determines the unit may be exposed to enemy observation or fire. Some examples of danger areas are open areas, roads and trails, urban terrain, enemy positions, and natural and man-made obstacles. Bypass danger areas whenever possible. To signal danger area, draw the right hand, palm down, across the neck, and a throat-cutting motion from left to right.
So this is the demonstration. Linear danger. Sergeant Vance, would you mind reading this slide for me?
Sure can. To signal wedge formation, extend the arms downward and to the sides at a 45-degree angle below the horizontal. Palms to the front, alternately using the non-firing hand and pointing the index finger and pinky finger to the ground. All the fingers will be curled.
So this is the arm signal, and this would be the hand signal. And this is actually what our formation would look like as a wedge. Alright, now we have, next up is rally, and I'll go ahead and read this one. The assemble and rally signal is normally followed by pointing to the assembly or rally site. You will raise your arm vertically, turn the palm to the front, and wave in large horizontal circles. So I would point like this if we want to go that way, or in any direction that you see fit. Alright, air attack. You will bend the arms with forearms at a 45-degree angle. The forearms should cross, and you should repeat. So again, very simple. And this is in the event that we are taking air attack. Alright, check on learning. Sergeant Vance, would you mind stepping up to the front of the class to show us the wedge formation?
Wedge formation should look like this.
Excellent, good job. Sergeant Brian, would you mind stepping up to the front of the class to show us the rally hand signal? Excellent. And Sergeant Gia, could you describe why these hand signals are important in a combat environment?
We want to be able to keep that element of surprise when there's an enemy close by.
Excellent. That is 100% true. Continue. In summary, during this block of instruction, we have discussed the importance of nonverbal communication and the step-by-step process of performing nonverbal communication signals. Again, in a combat environment, we are trying to use anything and everything to our advantage. So being able to communicate with your platoon and make movements or certain formations to get through certain types of terrain is very important. Alright, at this point we will conduct our AAR, 3 improves and 3 sustains. And in the event if there was a no-go, our retrain date has been established on September 25th, 2031 at 03 in building 1050. At this point, staff Sergeant Larrea, this class is trained and proficient in the use of visual hand signaling.
It's